Hey there everyone, it's Haz here again after another fantastic session of Rotwood with my buddy. I'm absolutely loving this game. Hope you're having a blast as well, at least as much as we do. And if you do, then most likely you have bumped into the same issue we're having, and that is needing tons and tons of resources called Corestones in order to buy all the different weapon variants and armors you can find across all the levels of Rotwood. Fortunately, there's a pretty fast way of getting them, so I'll explain the method I use in this video, and if you're interested in more Rotwood content, check out the rest of the channel for more guides to come. So first of all, the reason you will need tons of these so-called Corestones is that every single weapon variant and armor set you'll be able to find across all the maps of Rotwood will cost you quite a lot of these rocks. First, sure, only 2 or 3 Corestones, but by the end you will have weapons and armor pieces that will cost you 15 Corestones each, and if you do want to try all the different combinations and level up every single item, it will take a while to accumulate all of them. For this reason, I've already started cataloging all the different items you can purchase and where exactly, which I'll share and make another video about as soon as I'm done. Shouldn't really take that long, but will help a lot finding what you're interested in. Before we get to the exact grind spot that I personally recommend at this point, there are 2 really efficient ways of gathering Corestones at the beginning, one you're all probably familiar with already, and the other one, if I'm a good example, a lot of you might have completely ignored and will be a massive boost for the start to get the items you want to start with. The first passive Corestone gain you can work for with every single run you do is of course the Weapon Masteries you can check at the Battle Master. These challenges are active on each of your runs, and if you complete them you can get a bunch of Corestones fast while still enjoying the exploration of the game. So this is pretty straightforward, and the game also shows you immediately in the tutorial. Just remember, a small tip here is that a lot of these challenges can be completed in the practice area in your village, so you don't necessarily have to go out on a mission. This way you can already unlock quite a few of them. Now the next method, and by far the most lucrative way to get Corestones in my experience, is building. Yes, building. Now maybe I was just a doofus, I normally like building in my games as well, but it wasn't my first priority really to take a look at it, so I just ignored this feature of the game until a good 20-ish hours into it, and once I found out about this I was just laughing, so don't do the same mistake I did. Basically, if you check your building tab, you will see that every single item you can craft and place will have a first time completion bonus, a purple ribbon, and a lot of them will vary from 3 to even 5 Corestones for just a bunch of random crafting materials. Sure, you will need these items to upgrade your armor and weapons later, but a lot of them are also boss materials that you won't need for now, and if you missed this option like I did, I managed to get over 70 Corestones at this point. I realized about it, and I could purchase pretty much anything I wanted for a good while. So yep, check the building tab, and if you have the option, choose the item bag rooms in the biomes where you can still gather materials you need. Now that we have checked how to get Corestones somewhat passively, let's take a look at the route I use to farm 4 to 6 Corestones per each run, which roughly takes 10 minutes in my case, so that's at least 30 Corestones an hour. The map I use for my farming session is Frenzy level 1 of the Great Rotwood Forest. It has all the requirements I need, and I can complete it relatively fast without too annoying enemies that spawn, which is pretty important since you're trying to speedrun essentially. So how do I get 4 to 6 Corestones per run? Let's see, it's 1 from defeating the boss at the end, if you've already defeated it before that is, 2 from the shops if you choose the shop each time and buy the Corestones, 1 each time your biome levels up, so every second run or so, 1 from the secret at the end boss, and 2 optional Corestones if you're lucky to get a Corestone room, but if you're extra lucky you can get even 2 rooms like this one. The first 3 points should be self-explanatory. If you're repeating a level you have already beaten, then the end boss gives you a Corestone, right? If you always choose the Tephra option for rooms, you don't even have to choose all of them, but you should have more than enough Tephra to buy both Corestones in each of the stops before the mini-boss and the final boss, so that's another 2 Corestones. Then you can level up each biome as you complete them, and you get this special room with the machine giving you rewards. Once you have maxed out a biome, you can keep leveling it endlessly, and you'll be rewarded with a Corestone each time you can interact with the machine, which happens every second run I think. So we are already at 3 or 4 Corestones per run, and this is where it gets a little bit random and requires a bit of luck. So obviously if you get the option at rooms to choose Corestones, you should go for that option to get 1 Corestone, sometimes 2 as a reward, and if you get multiple rooms like this one, the better. Like I said, you only really need 2 rooms with Tephra to get those 400 Tephras for the shops, the rest you can go for what you like, but this part is definitely random. Now the coolest bonus you can get another +1 Corestone with is a secret at Mother Treek boss, which requires you to have a special ability, the Thinking with Portals. This special ability can be usually acquired either through the question mark room if you're lucky enough to get it from the gambler, or if you have this special icon that looks like a star on room selection, as those rewards you with elite abilities instead of the normal ones, so that's another thing to keep an eye out for when selecting rooms. Now babbling aside, the secret is extremely cool but very simple. Once you have the Thinking with Portals elite ability that lets you open portals when dodging, all you need to do is open a portal under Mother Treek and teleport them away from their location. Yes, you can do it, and they will reveal a bonus +1 Corestone under them. I'm not sure if this used to be a bug or intended mechanic, but regardless, it's just so funny and is the main reason that I consider the Great Rotwood Forest your best biome to farm Corestones at, since you can have this +1 at the end, and not to mention I think it's pretty much the easiest and fastest level to complete. Like I said, it somewhat takes me 10 minutes or so if I use my favorite cannon. But anyway, that is my method for quickly farming Corestones at the launch of Early Access Rotwood. As I said, with this I can easily get around 30 to 35 Corestones an hour, which I think is pretty good and allows you to purchase even the endgame equipment fairly fast. Hope this video helped, especially for newcomers getting into Rotwood. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments below so we can answer. But also if you know any bonus tips or even a better location to farm the Corestones, definitely share it with us as I'd love to know it too. Thank you for watching everyone. That is it for today. Expect more Rotwood content as it's the current game I plan on covering the most. I'm just a bit sick now and have to recover fast, but I have a lot of topics planned to cover for sure. Have a wonderful day everyone. Thanks again for coming by, and I'll see you all the next time.